Change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
It's a chilly one. I love the way snow sounds when it's super cold. And this is what a car sounds like. Oh! See what it sounds like to start this bad boy. Starting a car at 20 below. Listen to this. Come on. Oh. I am at the Vermont Orthopedic Clinic. About to see Dr. Gammons to get my Achilles checked out. It looks like Anna Teeter comes here.
I know, but it's hard. Well, or I was doing us.
So I got out of the doctor's office a little while ago and he gave me some good news. I can run! He didn't tell me the calcification's gonna go away, but he said that basically it's just gonna hurt, and if I can deal with the pain, I can run. That I'm not likely to re-injure it or make it worse. So as long as I don't mind pain when I run, I can run. He said I'm not gonna be able to do the miles that I did before, but that I will be able to run. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm on the Appalachian Trail in Killington, Vermont, running up towards Killington Peak, second highest mountain in Vermont and the biggest ski area in the east. And my Achilles hurts, and I don't care. And it's really cold, and I don't care. I'm having a blast. In the car on the way here, about an hour north of my house, I was listening to a book called The Obstacle is the Way. And that's kind of how I've taken my life. It's the practice of how I live. I always try to see the opportunity in the obstacle. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean it's not challenging. It doesn't mean that I don't get depressed. But I always try to find a way to take the pain, to take the challenge, and get stronger because of it. Now, to me right now, it is a beautiful, spectacular day, and I'm so excited to be out here running. And yet, it is well below 0 Fahrenheit, and I'm in pain, and most people are freaking out about how cold it is right now, and that's the only conversation you hear in the doctor's office, at my family's house, how they hate this cold. So I see it as an opportunity to get stronger, to learn how to prepare better, to learn how to face anything that shows up in your life. If you're only ready to handle nice days, well, that's great when you have nice days, but what about when you don't? If I can get excited about running on a day like this and being in physical pain and still be happy, well then, what can knock me down? Or what can keep me down? And it's not about being tougher than anybody else or being stronger than anybody else. It's just about looking at things with a different perspective, about seeing it as a challenge rather than as an obstacle. Not seeing it as something to overcome, but seeing it as something that will cause me to grow, cause me to expand. And I get excited about that possibility. I get excited about the journey and the growth. It's like some people try something once and it doesn't work. They get frustrated and say, this is not worth it, or this is stupid, it's never gonna work. Some people try it 2 or 3 times and then they give up. But in science or in entrepreneurial ventures, You might try things thousands of times, and you don't see any of them as failures. You see them as more information. You see them as a greater understanding of the landscape that you're dealing with, not as failures. So you tried it once and it didn't work. Take notes. Don't give up. Write down what you learned. Try it again. Take more notes. So that's what a day like this is for me. How can I prepare myself for this environment and be comfortable? I'm toasty right now. There's not a thing on me, not even my nose is cold because I'm so well dressed. I have 5 shirts and 3 jackets, a hat and a hood, shorts, 2 pair of pants, big socks, sneakers, my big overboots, pair of gloves. I'm toasty. And because I've learned how to take notes, rather than going outside and saying it's freezing and running back in the house, go outside, say it's freezing. How can I dress differently? What can I do differently to be warmer? What can I do differently to learn how to handle this situation? So try that. Don't give up. When things don't go your way, write down. Take notes. And I'm not going to tell you that taking this perspective is easy, because our brain is wired against it. This is a practice. Just like exercise. It's hard at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, because you build the habit. You build the neural circuitry that helps you engage in that activity with less and less conscious input. It becomes an unconscious need or desire or draw. Just like playing music. At first it's deliberate movement of your fingers, but eventually you forget about what your fingers are doing, you just let them do their thing. So how do you do that? How do you take something that's challenging and see the opportunity in it? Well, you realize that there's always more to the picture than what you're focused on. When we get stressed, when we see a threat, when we experience pain, our brain is designed to narrow our focus. That's its job. It's trying to find out where the threat is. We need to pay attention to this threat so it increases your alertness and decreases your scope of view. It takes you from a wide angle perspective and zooms you right in on a perceived threat. So what you have to do is learn to zoom out and say, okay, yeah, there is pain. Yeah, it is cold. And yeah, this is physically uncomfortable. But what else is there? Is that all there is? No. But when you zoom in so tight, that's all you see. That's all you feel, and that's all you pay attention to. So I trained myself, and this is the exercise, train myself to zoom out, get a wide angle perspective, and see more of the picture, you know? And in doing so, it's like, all right, yeah, all those things are still in the picture, the pain, the cold, the exercise-induced discomfort, but there's so many other things in that picture too. So let's look at those. Let's zoom in on those instead. Let's zoom in on the opportunities. Let's zoom in on alternate possibilities. And it's not about pretending to be happy. It's not about faking it till you make it. It's just about zooming out, looking at the whole picture, and then zooming in on the parts that are really there that light you up. So that's what I'm doing now. And man, am I lit up. This is my first run in a long time. And I'm enjoying the crap out of it. I love you guys. See ya. Now this is the really fun part. Bushwhacking down and 4 feet of snow. with no snowshoes on. I love Vermont. Oh, my teeth fell out. I lost my teeth in the snow. I found the Appalachian Trail. Just gonna rest here for a bit. Oh, look at this gorgeous blue sky. This is church right here. Let's get this party started. I forgot how much I miss running in the snow. I think it's a good spot to rest for a while. The snow is so comfortable. It's like a mattress perfectly shaped to my body. Soft. I'm so warm right now, I'm not even worried about the temperature. Wake me up in about an hour, okay? See ya.